it's Cara here from the Cure Your Vaginismus and Thrive programme, and I'm recording this short video just to give you an idea about an easy thing that you can start doing that will really help your success with penetration exercises, whether that's using a dilator, your finger, or it could be trying to have sex with your partner. So a common thing for women to focus upon with vaginismus when they're doing penetration exercises is very much just upon the very physical aspect of it, which of course is very important in terms of knowing that the dilator needs to be inserted at a particular angle, knowing what position might work best for you. However, what's just as important is the very psychological things that you're doing that mean that your experience is going to be a positive one. So overcoming vaginismus, it is a process. No woman ever comes to see me with full-blown vaginismus one day and they're over it the next. There's lots of steps along the way whereby their beliefs in themselves, their knowledge about their body is improving every single day. And in the same way, if you think about another area of your life where you weren't just immediately successful, like for example, when you first started your job or you learned a new skill or a hobby, you weren't straight away successful on day one. You had to learn how to achieve success and you built upon those successes. And exactly the same process is going to apply when it comes to overcoming vaginismus. You have to process your experiences with the dilator in the best possible way so that you're building upon your successes. Because a really crucial thing is, and something that I see in so many clients, is that they might have some really good successes. So for example, they might progress on to the next dilator size, but they won't give themselves the credit for that. They'll say, oh yeah, but it was just lucky, or it was a bit of a fluke. And the problem with doing that is you can't build upon those successes if you don't own them. If you're not giving yourself credit for what you did to achieve that, relaxing your muscles or thinking in just the right way, then how can you progress on to the next stage? So it's almost like pressing a reset button. You can have a really, really good experience and feel really proud about it. But then maybe the next day, if you forget about it, or if you say, well, that was lucky, I'm not sure if I can do it again, it will just be that one-off experience. Or another thing that I've noticed is if women with vaginismus get their partner involved and he inserts the dilator, she might say, well, it was my partner who did that. It's because he was really patient or he inserted it in just the right way, without actually recognizing, no, it was your body. You were relaxing your muscles enough to allow him to do that. So you've probably heard of the expression glass half empty when you have a pessimistic attitude towards something. So I describe the way that lots of women use their dilators as in having a vagina half-empty perspective. So, here's a small dilator here, and very often what women can do is they'll have a really good success. Maybe they've inserted it to, 2/3 of the length, but the bit that they're focusing upon is that 1/3 that they weren't able to insert. And of course, if you're not processing what you did do, the next time around, it's really difficult to recall that or to build upon that success. So going forward, you really want to own your successes. When you manage to do something, you want to give yourself a big pat on the back for it. Other ways of processing your successes is by, just writing them down, maybe somewhere private, or keeping it on your phone just as a reminder to tell you, I did that. Some women also, in the process of inserting their dilators, they get a mirror so they can visually see, wow, I'm able to do this. And as well as processing these successes, you also want to have a good understanding about what you did to make that happen. What was it you were thinking about at the time? What were you imagining that made your vagina relax, in order so that you can learn from that and do it again next time around? So basically anything that you can do to feel more powerful and more in control when you're doing penetration exercises is going to help you progress. So just keep making sure that you process your successes properly, because that's a real essential part of moving on. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you.